my skin cancer treatment plan and melanoma plan was very extensive. It started really aggressively in 2008, so 2 years really after my diagnosis, and it was just one thing after another. Really no time to process anything of what was happening. But it really got scary at stage 4. So we tried a lot of things, and in the period of time I was really battling hard with melanoma, there was not a lot of treatment options. So we really searched high and low for a oncologist that could give me time. That's all I wanted, was time. So we went to many different clinics, but when we ended up at the Mayo Clinic, it was the first time I actually heard I had options. So initially, I was really scared when it had returned in 2008 to my armpit. And at that point, I was now no longer stage 2. I was stage 3C at that point. But he gave me options. So I was looking for anything other than the fact that I had IL-2 or interferon. Those were very scary treatments with very low odds of survival. But when I got to that Mayo Clinic, it was like somebody finally was fighting for me. And I got thrown into a double-blinded clinical trial. It was our best option. It wasn't like I was fighting the option. It was what I needed to do. And that double-blinded clinical trial was what people use every day now. It was for ipilimumab, or better known as Yervoy. It was a baby back then. They were really just trying to grow this immunotherapy, and I was really proud to be a part of it. Not even, being double-blinded, like, you have a very high odd of not getting that medicine, and neither you nor your doctor know if you're getting it. It was scary, but it was my best option. So we did the double-blinded clinical trial. I also did leucine, Abraxane, DTIC, temozolomide, and then I ended up doing a small dose of ipilimumab. 6 different therapies. I also did target now testing, and that will take a tumor out and they try to find a therapy that reacts. And my period of time that I did these 6 treatments was from 2008 to probably 2012, 13-ish. And it was, one wasn't working, we jumped to another. I also had radiation to my brain, my uterus, my thigh, and my spine. And they were all very extensive, and I think the brain was probably the most scary because you're really trapped in this huge mask over your face. I remember just shaking throughout that. I also have had 15 surgeries. That includes to my lungs, my brain, my uterus, my spine, many different locations throughout my body that were superficial. 3 times on my left armpit. So I've been through it. It is a list that is ever growing. I most recently had a wide local excision done, and that marked my 15th surgery. So even being at this stage so far away from my diagnosis, the thing about melanoma people don't understand is it is a lifelong sentence. It will not end just because you're a survivor, because you're always going back to that dermatologist. You're always looking for spots, new spots, and it's scary.